ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायण नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। प्रणतं स्वकथा कृष्ण पुण्यश्रवण कीर्तना तदन्तस्थो भद्राणि विदुन्ति सुहृत्सतां नष्टप्रायशो भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नष्टकी। We are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, fourth canto, 17th chapter, verse 6 through 8, verse number 6 and 7. यच्चान्याद् अपि कृष्णस्य भवान् भगवत्प्रभो श्रवः शुवसः पुण्यं पूर्वदेहक कथाश्रयम् भक्त्या मे अनुरक्त्याय तव च अधोक्षजस्य च वक्तुम् अर्हसि यो दया दुह्यात् वेण रूपेण गम imam. Translation: Prithu Maharaj was a powerful incarnation of Lord Krishna's potencies. Consequently, any narration concerning his activities is surely very pleasing to hear, and it produces all good fortune. As far as I am concerned, I am always your devotee as well as a devotee of the Lord, who is known as Adhokshaja. Please therefore narrate all the stories of King Prithu, who, in the form of the son of the king Vain, milked the cow-shaped earth. Purport: Lord Krishna is also known as a Avatari, which means one from whom all the incarnation emanate. In Bhagavad Gita 10.8, Lord Krishna says, Aham sarvasya prabhavo mattah sarva pravartate. I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from me. Thus, Lord Krishna is the origin of everyone's appearance. As far as this material world is concerned, Lord Brahma, Lord Vishnu, Lord Shiva, all are the emanations from Krishna. These three incarnations of Krishna are called Gunavatars. The material world is governed by these three modes of material nature. Lord Vishnu, Lord Brahma, and Lord Shiva respectively take charge of mode of goodness, passion, and ignorance. Maharaj Prathu is also an incarnation of those qualities of Lord Krishna by which one rules over the conditioned soul. In this world, the word adokshaja means the beyond the perception of the material senses is very significant. No one can perceive the Supreme Personality of Godhead by mental speculation. Therefore, a person with their poor fund of knowledge cannot understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead, since one can form only an impersonal idea on the strength of one's material senses. The Lord is known as Adokshaja. Sutavacha Chodito vidureneva Vasudeva Katham Priti Prashasyatam Pritamana Maitreya Pratyabhashata. Translation: Sud Goswami continued, when Vidura became inspired to hear the activities of the Lord Krishna in his various incarnations, Maitreya also being inspired and being very pleased with Vidura, began to praise him. Then Maitreya spoke as follows. Purport: talk of Krishna Katha, or the topic about Lord Krishna and his incarnation, is spiritually so inspiring that the reciter and hearer are never exhausted. That is the nature of the spiritual talk. We have actually seen that one can never become satiated by the hearing the conversation between Vidura and Maitreya. Both of them are the devotee, and more the Vidura inquire, the more Maitreya is encouraged to speak. The symptom of spiritual talks is that no one feels tired. Thus, upon hearing the question of Vidura, the great sage Maitreya did not feel the disgusted because, but rather he felt encouraged to speak at greater length. ओम अज्ञानं तिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति वाञ्छाकल्पतरुष्कृपा सिन्धुभ्यो पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसदि गौर भक्त Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Thank you all for giving me this opportunity to speak or to share the notes which I took one of the lecture. Please forgive me if I added my own interpretation while making this note. So here, Vidura is further inquiring from Maitreya Muni about the various pastime of Prithu Maharaj. And in the way Vidura was inquiring seems to be very appropriate and encouraging for the speaker to speak. So we can go any prominent scripture and we'll see that that has manifested because of inquisitive submissive hearer, whether to be Mahabharata or Ramayana or Bhagavatam. Everywhere we see that there should be some submissive hearer, one who is interested in hearing the pastime of the Lord. Then such narrations of pastimes comes out. So in one sense, we can say that more than the speaker, the hearing person has more weightage. So the Vidura is giving example that the more you are elevated in Krishna consciousness, the more you will be interested in hearing. Here Vidura is saying, dear Maitre, you please go on narrating. So such a great encouragement to the speaker also. So in that case, the speaker is not any doubt that whether should I continue speaking or should I elaborate on the past time or should I not elaborate. So because Maitreya was describing about appearance of Prathu Maharaj, Vidura was very carefully noting down in the mind that okay, now Prathu Maharaj is going to milk the cow, which is the earth in the shape of cow. So he's going to perform some Ashwamedh Yagya, and then Indra will come to steal the 100th horse of his Ashwamedh Yagya. So when Maitreya Muni was narrating this, then Vidura become more inquisitive about how is it possible that Maharaj Prithu has milked the cow. Earth is taking the shape of cow here, and how can Prithu Maharaj do that? So when we hear very attentively, then more pastime of the Lord gets revealed. So this is how actually it happens when we hear more carefully. We see in the Bhagavatam many places when a particular pastime is described in the brief, the Parikshit Maharaj instantly becomes very inquisitive. He asks more and more detail about that pastime. Then, in that case, then another pastime unfolds. So, just like in this case, in Bhagavatam, the case of Vitrasura, when the description is there about Vitrasura as being a demon and he born out of a yagya with a very coppery red body or coppery red eyes, he came out. Then he was killed by the Indra in very special way. And when Vitrasura was killed, what prayers he offered to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So all this Parishit Maharaj inquires further from Shukdev Goswami. How is it possible that somebody who is born in demonic family can offer such a beautiful prayers to the Supreme Personality of Godhead? And Shukdev Goswami says that, oh, I forgot to tell you that in previous life, the Vitrasura was Maharaj Chitraketu. So for more pastime to unfold about the Lord, the hearer should be more submissive, more inquisitive, because definitely the pastime of the Lord are unlimited. And in the previous verses and the previous chapters, also we have discussed that Lord Anandev, with his thousands of foods, is describing the pastime continuously. And what he's feeling, he feels that he has not even started yet. Now it is up to the us how much inquisitive we become to hear about the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Then more pastime gets revealed. So sometime we read the same pastime, and a different flavor of that pastimes gets revealed to us. So the whole process of the spiritual life depends on the key of attentive hearing. Like, for example, in the previous chapter, or also in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, just hear. Hearing is very, very wonderful quality. So, in the past few verses, Srila Prabhupada described from where to hear and what hear. There are two things. Hearing is very good. Like, for example, sometime even the materialistic people, they may be interested in hearing so many material things. But being a devotee, what we should hear, what quality we should look forward from the person whom we are hearing, and what should be the content of the hearing. Now, in the previous verses, if we see, it is also described that the Vidura glorified Maitreya Muni for describing the pastime of Krishna. So, what we should hear is about hearing the pastime of Krishna. We should not hear the various material arrangements. Like in the previous canto of the Bhagavatam, also Shukdev Goswami tells Parikshit Maharaj that there may be a many subject matter of discussion. For example, if you go sometime in some big seminar, people will go on speaking on various different things, some professional stuff or some technical thing. But that is what we are not supposed to hear unless it is very urgent to hear for our career or some other thing. Otherwise, if you open the YouTube channel, there are megabytes, MBs, GBs, or TBs of the data on various topics. But what should we hear about is about Krishna's pastime and from the devotees who have heard this in the parampara, in disciplic succession. So, in the previous purport, also Srila Prabhupada emphasized that if you do hear in the sampradaya, so it would be more bona fide and you will get as the things are. So it's very, very suitable setting here. Maitreya Muni is speaking and Vidura is hearing, and they are discussing the topic about Krishna. So such a one, so such a wonderful setting in which Vidura is trying to inquire about the pastime of Prithu Maharaj, which has happened many years back. So sometime in the history, the material topics I'm talking about, the history get lost. Whereas the pastime of Krishna does not get lost. Like, for example, now, how many of us knows what is the history of India or USA sometime 300 or 400 years back? Who was the king? Who was ruling? We may not know. But specifically, the time when Krishna was present in the Dwarka or Mathura or Vrindavan, those things are so nicely recorded in Bhagavatam and described by the Parampara. So Prithu Maharaj was born from the churning of the hand of the king Vena, and Prithu Maharaj was ruled in this way that he was always very harsh to the miscreants. So Mother Earth was supposed to be respected, but even she was very felt, she was feeling very fearful of King Prithu. So she had to do her duty. Like nowadays, King failed to do their own duties, but King Prithu not only he executed his duty very nicely, but he forced others also to do the duty. So one thing that is that some people generally says uh, just by seeing a person of inspiration, they change their life. Uh, it is said like a true leader is a person who can change others' life by his own exemplary behavior. So now definitely King Prithu was very, very exemplary. But because of the sinful activities of the previous times, the King Vena and other sinful persons, Mother Earth was, uh, still feeling or very influenced by those sinful activities. So King Prithu Maharaj forced mother. So here Vidura wants to hear what exactly went through. Why Mother Earth was not ready to give the ingredients. Because Mother Earth was feeling very burdened. So Mother Earth can produce food grains, even the three times as much as the population we have now in this world. So where is the question of shortage? So it is all because of some greedy politician and businessmen that people on the street are dying hungry just because of those greedy people. If the people are generous in giving out the food, we can see like farmers, they are doing their work nicely, they are giving us food. But these greedy businessmen sometimes they don't uh, what they purchase all food grains and they want to sell on the higher price, so they can get more money. And those people who are poor, they cannot pay the higher price, they starve. So all these things happen in the Kali Yuga because king's administration is not as strong as the Prithu Maharaj. So when Prithu Maharaj saw that the citizens are becoming weak, that time he forced Mother Earth to produce the grain. So such a glorious activities we can see when is heard about the incarnation of the Lord and from the devotees like Maitreya, it becomes very very soothing to know about any incarnation. So it becomes very very interesting hearing that way from the parampara is only the way of understanding Krishna. Because if we try to know Krishna by these senses, these material senses, then he is called here, the other name of Krishna, he is called here Adokshaja, the one who is beyond the material senses, because our material senses are faulty. And we can see in the past, in when Krishna was personally presented in this material world, people could not understand him, like Duryodhan, Jarasan, and other, because they were trying to know the Krishna by their material sense. So such dialogue between here between Maitreya and Vidura here, or in Bhagavatam between Parikshit Maharaj and Shukdev Goswami, these dialogues let us know about the complete process of hearing, how we should hear, how much we should inquisitive, hearing about Krishna and his pastime, and basically know Krishna as he is. There is no other way to know Krishna other than following the parampara, disciplic succession. So I would like to conclude here. Thank you so much. Hari